Allow the children. It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego politico, my ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, my ego don't come, oh, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, my ego don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power. Over naira, see them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't politico, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. My egun don't come, oh, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo. My egun don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, my ego don't come, oh, yo. This man not the off in mind, my ego don't come, oh, yo. Aha, now you not done here, all these bad politicians, then we call themselves politicians. Where they thief our money, we no want make the common man get waiting supposed get for this country. Una never hear something. Now go hear one, my ego. You go show na paper. My ego diary political. So my people make you shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we laugh, oh, yo.
Hello there, brethren. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and a good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Mayegu live. So thank you so much for joining me. It's been like 2 days, isn't it? So please, after reading the caption of the broadcast, do read the description of the broadcast. It's not that much. You could glance through it within 30 seconds, I think. Then after that, like the broadcast, share it. Invite your friends and your not so friendly friends and tell them to join us. The Mayegu is live. And that's it. Then you can continue engaging. You can continue your engagement with the video. And you can phone in too, if by any chance you are compelled to want to see one or two things, okay? So I'll keep the line opened. On Friday, which is basically just 3 days ago, the Lakurawa terrorists struck. I mean, I have never seen anything like this in my life, but unfortunately, it is practically not trending in that country, Nigeria. On Friday, Jumaat worshippers, Muslims who went for their Jumaat services, right, in Borgu area of Niger State. Tinubu is the Jagaban Borgu, by the way, so they made him their leader or something. They gave him a shifter title called Jagaban, right? So the people of Borgu, I heard that they are mainly Muslims, okay? So they went for Jumaat service. Women, children, elderly, young, old, anybody, right? And the terrorists succeeded in packing over 500 residents, including children. And why? I'll tell you. Lakurawa terrorists, like other terrorists in Nigeria, who have dominated some areas called ungoverned areas, because they have places called ungoverned areas in Nigeria. These are areas controlled by terrorists, and you will never see the presence of any government, be it local, state, or federal. You will never see their presence in those communities. Tens of thousands of communities have succumbed to the control and the rulership of these terrorists, who usually create their own caliphates, sort of, right? So they said the people of the area, or the people of Dekara and other adjoining communities, they received the terrorists who initially warned them that one day they were coming to kill all of them, because among other communities, they accepted the rulership of these Lakurawa terrorists and paying taxes to them. But people, they pay taxes. Communities are paying taxes to terrorists in Nigeria for security. Government, state governments are paying taxes to terrorists in northern part of Nigeria, right? They call it to maintain peace. In some communities, right, before they go to farm, they have to pay the terrorist, or else, not only that you get killed, if you dare them, there's a chance that they will never see your body. Yeah. So they have been ruling over so many thousands of communities, especially in northern part of Nigeria, successfully. And there is no attempt of a government going after them. Grab that, yeah? So the Lakurawa terrorists walked into these communities when they all gathered for their usual weekly Friday prayer, and they marched them into the bush. Over 500 of them. Then yesterday, which happened to be Sunday, they uploaded the video to give you the confirmation that, yes, we are keeping them. And we're going to kill them, because these are the people who proved stubborn, the communities that proved stubborn, not following the dictates and not willing to pay taxes to terrorists. So they shared their video to us and say, well, if they haven't made demands yet, okay, I mean, I don't understand that for food they are be Hausa or whatever, but here, the victim of Tinubu's Nigeria.
To, alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulullah mabad. Ga dai mutanen ku kamar yadda kuka ganin su, mazan su da matan su. Ga su da insha Allah, kowa dai ya ga akwai dan uwan shi shiki. Waye ne baban shi yake shiki ko maman shi? Waye ne kanin shi yake ciki? Waye ne yaron shi yake ciki? Kowa dai ya gani ga su nan. Suna hannunmu da insha Allah. Ga su kamar yadda kuka gansu. Ga su. Insha Allah wannan da ya wadatar, kowa ya ga ya duba nashi a ciki. Wanda yake akwai uban shi, wanda yake akwai uwar shi a nan, ko kannen shi, sai ya duba.
Inshallah, that's by the grace of God, we've succeeded in capturing these people who proved stubborn, and they only have to pay the terrorists, yeah, before those people will see freedom again. And guess what? Not all of them will see freedom again. Not all of them. We have thousands of people currently in captivities. And I say captivities, I mean different kind of terror groups are holding Nigerians in their thousands as captives, while some are being killed right away, almost every day, right, by these terrorists. Others are being kept as sex slaves. Children are being sold as, child bride to terrorists. And whenever they do mass kidnappings, right, there is always 100% a guarantee that you will never get that same number back. They will never come back complete. Well, the government that never really admits or acknowledge their disappearance, do you expect that same government to come out and say, oh yeah, we want to give you an account of how many of these people we rescued and how many of them we've lost? No. Niger State governor, as well as Tinubu, they are doing all they can right now on what they call their second term. Second time to continue to give the people of Nigeria this abysmal, corrupt, and oh my God, this terroristic, is there a word like that? Terroristic regime, this terror-prone, terror-back kind of like a regime. So where is Kolu in all of this? Shielded, hidden in what Obi called the bunker inside the asshole rock. And those are the ones taken. Women, children, infants, babies, marched into the forest, into the bush. And politicians or those in government are very much comfortable to go about their normal day business like it's okay. And if you dare ask too many questions, they will ask you, what do you want him to do? Do you want him to go there and rescue them? They are doing their best to. I was reading somewhere online, I think it was yesterday, when one Ronuku was somehow like, she was like, is it just me, right? I've not noticed any form of kidnappings again. It's like the terrorism, the black has gone because they couldn't use it to more suit Tinubu. Now they've lost, so they have decided to stop terrorism. What that person failed to understand is that, well, terrorism never stopped. A lot of you just stopped caring about the news. I mean, I just said over 500 people kidnapped right now. Be honest with yourselves. Are you by any means alarmed? Typical Nigerian, are you alarmed? Are you like, oh my God? When you watched that video and you heard the sound of those children, were you by any means like grieved in a way, like, oh my God, children and all that? How many of you? That's what APC, that is what they have done successfully in 12 years to make you become indifferent. The news got so bad so much that you got used to it. Whether they killed one person or they killed 500 people, it doesn't really make any difference to some of you. Because to you, oh, hang on, we can say, oh, they are doing it to make Tinubu look bad. They have been killing people before Tinubu came to power. Some will even say that, here now today that they kill people, here now today that they kidnap people. I've actually heard people, maybe some of you are guilty of this too, who have openly said, oh, leave them now, family business, Jerry, all these northerners, let them kill themselves. Really? All of this came to be because APC, Egbekegbe, normalized terrorism, openly negotiating with a terrorist, and somehow jailing activists. Yeah, jailing activists for terrorists in a supposed working or a real country. No, but there are so many things that APC have gotten so wrong. One of them is that infrastructure too, apart from insecurity, yeah, which is the bedrock of everything facing Nigeria today, whether the economy or whether the, what do you call it, the poor infrastructure. In fact, the hunger too, yeah. You can say your insecurity is basically the bedrock, is the foundation of it. Everybody is collecting. Over $12 billion, money to be borrowed, is being expended on a coastal road that people believe is coastal road to nowhere, right? While the rest of the supposed busy, economically viable roads in Nigeria are rotting away. It's not new. But sometimes you probably should ask yourself that when are sites like this going to become, a thing of the past in that contraption? Some are saying good leadership would bring development, good leadership with blah, 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 blah. But the point is that majority of Nigerians don't even know what good leadership means. Majority don't even know what is good leadership, right? Is it like the responsive government? Government that takes responsibility for all of their own failures and ready to fix it? Or is it a responsive government, which is a government that is very much ready to listen and act? I mean, or you just have a bunch of opportunists, bunch of criminals taking advantage of a supposed business entity called Nigeria, cash out wherever they can cash from it, and then dump it like the used part, like others have done in the past. But treating your own citizens like piece of rag, piece of shit like this from generation to generation shouldn't be something that anybody should feel comfortable with. This is not life. That's what they say. People traveling to the eastern part of Nigeria, some of them have spent over 4 days on the road. The moment they got to Benin, they want to go to Delta, so they call it Benin bypass. Horrible, 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 horrible road. Like an experience that has left a lot of them traumatized. Yeah, bad road. The state itself, Edo State, flooded. Residents, right, soaked, drowning in that same puddle water. Yeah, no, flood water rather. So a lot of them are now calling on Tinubu, calling on Devulumai, who continued to gaslight Nigerians by telling them that Tinubu happened to be the only president in the Nigeria's history who has invested so much in road construction here and there. But that's not true, right? So I'm going to show the next half an hour is going to be you watching the Nigerians who have been through, they have been through the heat, by the way. Yeah, traveling home to the eastern part of Nigeria. And there's so many things you can read into this. So the attempt to economically probably cripple the eastern part of Nigeria with poor road infrastructure that linked them to the western part of Nigeria. That's deliberate. I never thought of it. People said that's deliberate. The intention to keep those roads dilapidated and fixed is also intentional. Whenever they attempted to say that they're fixing something on it, it's all performative. You know that? Performative. Because regular travelers will be, sometimes they will kind of like heave the sigh of relief and say, oh, they are doing it, but they are not. Now, the next half an hour, like I said, we are going to spend it on Benin, Agbor, Delta, and all these parts of, the middle bit going to the eastern part of Nigeria and what Nigerians were saying. Crazy. Now, this is a long watch. Probably have seen some, but maybe not all. So here was the supposed Tinubu road.
Not your head this side.
You don't sing for grand.
In lock. In lock. In not open. In not open. On top of the dashboard. On top of the dashboard. Check the other seat. I think, guy. Yeah, where you? Don't check this side. This guy will take this side.
Now, wow. Just imagine what is going on here.
Follow this side.
Imagine which way. Nigeria, which way? Nigeria, which way? Which way, Nigeria? Nigeria, which way? Some people they road. This 3 days now. This is the 3rd day. People know you know they move. You know they see no leave, no transfer. Siam. Oh. Yeah.
Edo is shiny. See, no movement. Bad road everywhere. You say Edo is shiny. See, Edo is shiny. Edo is shiny. Bad this thing. Bad motor. Edo is shiny. Abandoned roads. No. See people on top of Okada just to escape the hold up inside the rain. Edo is shiny. Look at it, Okpebholo. Wait, come out for in your state. Go Osun State. Go the chat. See Adeleke they dance. Look at your state. Edo is shiny. Look at it. For more than 4K, Okeze community.
Okeze community is shining. Because the governor is trying and is shining. Edo is shining. Don't be lie. Don't be lie. It is shine. It is shine.
This is Agbor Road in Benin, the road leading to the east, the road leading to Anambra, leading to Sowore, leading to Asaba Delta, Asaba, road leading to the east. Look at what is happening here. You will never believe it. Look at how bad it has become. That those that are traveling, those going to the east, slept on the way. They are stuck. Look at the level of gridlock. People are still stuck on the way. Those that left Lagos since yesterday are stuck. No movement, no hope. In an era of renewed hope, no hope. Just imagine the level of suffering. Imagine the level of suffering. Look at how people are suffering. Some women, parents with their children, both old and young, are here, stuck in this very gridlock. No movement, and there is no hope. Honestly, no hope, no movement, no movement at all. Articulated vehicles, trucks, luxurious buses, small vehicles, all of them are stuck here in this gridlock. This is Benin Agbor Road, going to the east, and you begin to ask questions. What is really happening? Where is the governor, Okpebholo? What are you telling the president? Where is that?
Yeah, good morning viewers out there. This is Nahuru Gordon from OGT Network Live, streaming from Benin City. I want you to see the river we have here in Goroti Junction towards Upper Sapomba. Can you see? You can see the river we have here. Edo State government. You can see the river. You can see everywhere. So we are calling on the governor of Edo State, the chairman of Ikobaoka, whether the outgoing or the incoming chairman. I want you to see what is happening here right now. Because of the rainfall this morning, you can see the flood. A lot of vehicles, they are all diverting toward this other side of the road. You can see the vehicles over there. So we are begging the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, please come to our rescue. I want you to see what is happening right now. This is Goroti, St. Maria Goroti Road. As if you are going to Upper. The vehicle you are seeing passing there, they are all coming from Upper, going toward Ted. As you can see now, you can see the river here right now. So we are calling on the governor of Edo State, please come to their rescue. Come to our rescue. Can you imagine the flood here right now? You can see the water. They are all gathered here this morning. You can imagine our situation this morning. So we are begging the governor of Edo State, let's find a solution to this menace. There's always a solution. You can see right now. You can see the flood here. You can see water all gathered here. This is the way to Upper Sapomba. Yeah, so we are calling on the governor. You can see the traffic over there because of the water. This is Benin City, Upper Sapomba Road. towards Upper. That's where I am right now because of the rainfall of today. You can see the water here all gathered in this direction towards this St. Maragoroti Road. So, Governor Okpebholo, over to you right now. Edo is shining. They say Edo they shine. Are we shining with flood or with water? So let the governor intervene on this situation right now. As you are watching, please help me to share it. Help me to share. You can see what we are passing through. People are trekking. Thank you very much. If you are watching it, help us to share it. Let it get to the deputy governor, to the governor, to the senator, Ned Imasuen, representing Edo South, and the Kobaoka lawmaker. This is the road leading to Upper. As a result of today's rain, you can see what we are passing through here. You can imagine, you can see right now. This is Upper, along Upper Sapoba Road, and this is St. Maragoroti Road. So thank you very much. As you are watching, please help me to share it. Let's thank the governor, the senator, the House of Rep member representing Kobaoka. Thank you very much this morning. God bless you. Happy Sunday to all my viewers out there. Thank you very much. My name once again is Nahuru Godwin from OGT Network Live, streaming here in Benin City. Thank you, and good morning every one of you.
Engineer Dave Umahian, the was on you. It's not going to lion of Undibo, the was it has rolled up more than 3 hours, more than 5 hours. People have been on this road. People have been on this road, no movement. More than since yesterday, people have been on this road, trapped. And you are telling us that we are the lion of Undibo, lion of Bukwogieba, lion of your father's house. Look at the suffering people are suffering. You can't hear. No road. Now it's in a coastal highway Bukwegieba, your family. You are an imbecile. You are an imbecile. No road to go. Everybody stand still since yesterday.
Frustration, no. But people's businesses ruined. There was this traveler who was kind of like transporting catfish, live catfish. And guess what? They've spent about 3 days already in that traffic jam, right? All the fishes died. All of them. Thrown on the floor, like thrown on the ground for everybody to see. Somebody's multi-million naira business. That's Nigeria happening to that person, right? I've seen trucks that loaded people's goods, transporting them to the east, all crashed, as in like spill all their contents right on the road. Terrible road network. But standing still for days when there is not, I mean, usually when you have this accident, this what they call the multiple collision accident or something, yeah, where cars, trucks, slammed, and it's going to take probably hours or days to clear the path, right? That's not what happened in this case. Okay, just terrible road, slow them down first, and at the end of the day, just start tumbling every truck that couldn't probably maneuver their way through, right? And that's how they ended up that way. A lot of people, a lot of the travelers ended up leaving the motorway to the roadside villages. You know, they went to the villages looking for shortcuts in those communities by creating another like car tracks or something path in those communities, and sometimes some of them ended up getting even stuck in those modded communities. That's Nigeria. You can do everything right and still get it wrong. You know that? Yeah, that's Nigeria. Nigeria is a place where you can do everything right. You obey the law, you follow the law, you do everything legitimately the way it should be, but something will still happen. And you'll be like, what have I done wrong? Because it is Nigeria. You can do everything right and still get it all wrong because of a rotten system put in place to work against you. Yeah. Here is the continuation. Watch this too.
Since yesterday, and you are calling yourself a minister of works, minister of coastal road. No, Erogo Southeast Nine 2027. You are a very wicked man, and your generation will suffer it. Look at the road. Look at it. Hold up. Can you see it? Everywhere stands still. Are you seeing it for how many hours? Motor, nobody is moving. Everywhere stands still. And you are calling yourself the idiot. No problem. 2027, we will vote you people out, whether you like it or not.
Now, wow, no one has waiting bad leaders, they do us. We there for Benin. Benin Asaba Express Road. Benin under bridge and this bypass. We there here since 12 o'clock in the night. Now we still there. We never go anywhere. As I talk to yourself, say motor know this team. We still there up till now. So we never even know the time we will take come out. Start motor talk about to come out here. Everywhere talk. Bad governments. Bad leaders. Edo governor, Mondo Okpebholo, Agbor-Benin, I beg. Come know what you go do for this road, make we feed the pass. I beg, we not beg, we dey beg you, eh? I beg. We not in a federal road. And Tinubu, President Tinubu na your organ now. Talk to them now, at least you be involved, talk to them. Make you know what you dey pass through here, I beg. Come talk to them. Now die we dey here, say road, everywhere spoil. Eh? And we don't start campaign. Today be 19th, we don't start campaign. So we don't go campaign for us. If we see all these things now, we take vote on now. See all the whole luxury we pack here. Throughout the night till now. Imagine sufferness. We stock all the whole transport company, no one cross for Edo State. Benin Asaba Express Road. So as you know, all of this motorway they see, no one they steam. All these buses where they see, no one they steam. We off, every bus off, every truck off, no movement because of bad road. Huh? Because of bad road. Governor Monda, I beg. I beg because we drivers now, I beg with the beg you, I beg. Come help us. Talk to your guy. If you know if you do, make your guy come do them. No, I leave Osho State one and go come they do campaign. Go come face your state. Do waiting, face waiting they face you for state. Thank you.
This is a federal highway, the Sapele Road, between Preswell and Obayonto. And there is a sitting governor, a honorable minister for works, and a Mr. President.
No network. I don't even know the village I did. I think I just shook up. Just shut down. Ga Kuka from your bed. My nearest bus stop now, Bukario Shedu. Because more
family give you figure.
This one in another thick forest. Everywhere, no road. Forest. These ones don't want to come further. Everybody is scared for his life. Scientific forest. How we dey? The life of the highwayman. Not easy.
You go, nothing go make am. How can I go marry you? You go carry am. If in a draw, one go draw.
Okay, not draw. Make a find way to pass.
How can you? Something
for that. If you come with trainer, we go follow one line.
You call the swim.
You call the drive men go. Go now. No, na rice is there now.
I don't know, nobody wants to.
Because this place now, when you know good. You want to wicked me. I'm not going to try am. I think sleep for here.
This is Asaba. I'm going to Agbor. This is road, federal road. Oh. For those of you supporting Tinubu, APC, God will punish all of you and your generation unborn. This is our road. I've been here for more than 3 hours now. God will punish all of you. No moving, no going, no coming back. God will punish all of you and your generation unborn. Look at the situation we have. Anybody that is supporting APC, God will punish all of you and your generation unborn.
Master, did they miss me? Because you told us now they work out gas. See how I was, bros. Let me smell what's out.
Where you there? You see that for government house now you dey enjoy. We property that was million. Millions of money. Because of the project when you put for her. You put project for her. They not finish the project. What are they there for work? You know they want to check out. See water, see person hotel. See money, don't spend your money. Oh, they don't know. See now, they don't know where now. When don't spend money, they don't even get for you. They don't even put the hotel. See water don't enter. But on the way now. Your people they say, I don't shine, I don't shine, I don't shine. Yeah, I go where they shot. Follow you say, I don't shine, I don't shine. See, I don't shine now. See properties that was million. Why now? Why?
Hello guys, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on whenever you see this video. See guys, we are at Agbor Road and the road is very bad. As you can see, since 4 days, the road is bad. See our road. We are at Agbor Road now at Okpebholo Bridge. As you can see, this road is very bad. Guys, go see.
To Nigerians, right? As much as you might think they are not active or they are not standing up against these guys enough, but you have to give it to them that they never shy away from sharing up-to-date information about what is actually going on around them. They turn the camera on because to them, right, in a kind of a normal society, right, that should just have been a means of getting the government's attention to fix a problem that they have no clue was that that much in a way, yeah, where citizens are reporting. But in Nigeria, you'll be arrested. You will be if they found out that your voice is becoming too loud. And in fact, you are beginning to incite the people against them, the criminal politicians. They are always so obsessed with, oh, you are inciting people against me. Do you want people to come and beat me up because I failed? Say, yes, I want them to beat you up. That's cyberbullying. That's what they will say. They say, that's cyberbullying. Section 34, Section 36, Section of their criminal act says they should lock you up because you've made that criminal politician scared. He's afraid. You've bullied him. Nobody listens to anybody except when they feel like your action is probably going to make them look bad. They don't care if they look bad per se, but your action. So when you continue to hammering on that. But Nigeria keeps happening to everybody. You just wait for your turn. Yeah, that's one thing about Nigeria. We call it a turn-by-turn Nigeria Limited. The only thing that is very much democratized in that contraption is the shege. You know that, right? Yeah, that's the shege. That everybody, whether you are rich or you are poor, whether you are powerful or powerless, so it doesn't really matter. The shege goes equally. It is just that the criminals in charge of Nigeria are almost not, they're like inhumans, right? They're like not humans, okay? They've created a different world for themselves. Rather than travel your road, they fly. They buy themselves a private jets. They've got so much money stolen from fixing your roads to buy themselves a private jets, chartered jets. They don't have to experience what you experience on a daily basis, dilapidated the roads, worse road networks, insecurity, where in that say on that same terrible roads, you could become a victim of kidnapping. Yeah, and they won't be, because they fly over those bad roads, bad this, bad that. If they needed healthcare, they go abroad. So they don't have to use your healthcare. They don't have to have their children go to your schools. They send them abroad. They don't believe in Nigeria, and that's why you can see a country look like this in 2026. Because those in charge don't give a fuck about the country. They don't give a damn. Trust me. Because a country where people who claim to love their country, who are in charge, they won't let it look like this. Did you see that flood water, right? This is 2026, not 1906. But this is the best. The rogues, the criminals in charge of that contraption have been able to offer you. Nothing is going to change. Nothing.
Guys, go see fish. But they're not a video me. See somebody. They're not there. See people money, people invest. Oh God. God, see fishes. All of them not there. See fishes. People money. Because of the bad road. Please, Governor Okpebholo, come to our aid.
Thank God for life. We all dey sleep. We dey sleep. The next thing, and they wake us. And they wake us say, come. Rain wan carry na house. Don't be small. Me and you come back for meeting. See my cloth. See. So we come fast. See. Yeah, if you see the pressure before, yeah, come fast, block her. When I got her this one, I got her food, so I got her your food, so got her. See, and a person come back to the one and fence her, so I have food, so everywhere don't food. Thank God for life, sha. Hey, I want for. Thank God for life. Thank God for life. Now some for the sleep today, the next two they swim in water.
I'm making this video in respect of Ewabogu community. This is the Ewabogu community road linking Sapler Road and Upper Sakmoba. This is a state road, sir, and this road is just like a bypass, very straight. The road is so straight from Upper Sakmoba to Sapler Road, sir. Please, sir, the residents of Ewabogu, they need the attention of the government. Please, sir, I want you to help us to pass this message to the government. Please, sir, we need the attention of the state government. Please, sir, you can see the level of damage here, sir. You can see the level of water here. You can see it, sir. You can see the level of water here, sir. You can see it.
No going, no coming. No going, no coming. You can see I have to enter inside this erosion to make this video, sir. This is my feet. Look at it. You can see where the level of water is. Almost close to my knee, sir. Please, sir. We need your attention, sir.
You see people for road. Edo State. Edo State. See people for bush. The whole road. Everywhere block. They shine. Motor where this bush now past 200. Because no road. The main road block. No road. No road. Edo State, no road. No road. Only one road they pass the whole road. They block so. Inside bush for George now with this so. No road. No road. If you see this video, share them.
Tinubu must go. Tinubu must go. See what he wrote. Tinubu must go. Whether you like it or not. How much you know to put this motor now? Say 11,000. Huh? 35,000 to put this motor. I'm not put this now. 30,000 to put 35,000 to put this motor. Come on, yeah. How can I use now? Now, wow. You see, huh? You see, huh? You see, huh? Tell me now where would you like to go now? You want to go block everywhere, finish. God not go forgive the Tinubu. God not go forgive you, Tinubu.
Siam, I beg. Waya wala wo. Ekenika ajele derio. Ikale vitie ina mo TikTok. Ina se dege da doge we wa kian do to wa de to we goro. We make na that direction nema. Okay, wa ga me no wa we robe de na na. Ode une god ame ya so obie na ode 4 o'clock obie na ame ya so. Ge wo kwa e bere ka kila de na. E o se wa na kina ame wa mue. Iye ya papa okay that doge ya se ame wa ame mu ya go duku ge. Ame ke lana e pa gbegbe oderi. Lugu we de ame ti de passage abi ye no passage ma. Ame ti de yan oh God. Ame ti de yan ge. Jesus Christ oh ge compound yo se na kina. E compound yes se wa fo go ge e bo ya solo. Ame mu papa ti ogiyan wo wa o. Ge ikata re derio. Ikamwe yo be na hamu wona wala wo go wa kan do to wa ya do to be go e go ro me na call power street o wa hona be abe ma ni nya e na me mu o solo na giyan basti yo ge o be ra mu la jana gabe wa na me mu o wa ge giyan ya o ipe bo to na gbo ya ki se o ge amemu ya fefe. You know,
normally that should have been a sort of an emergency where you have the National Emergency Management Agency called the NEMA deployed to go and help the people. Because, you know, in those properties, in those houses, you have elderly people, you have children, you have people who probably are sick that can't be as mobile as you and I in terms of emergency. But Nigeria is a place that you just have to improvise because you're on your own. You will dig your own well to get water, right? You would have to provide or use a solar to generate electricity to provide yourself power. And you do a lot of things all by yourself. We have to do a lot of things by ourselves without having to rely on government. But we can't fix roads ourselves. People can't fix drainages themselves. That is the job of the government. So see, if you have a flood, like you have this flooding issue, basically because you have so much rain and there's so much rainwater, right? The flood water to go, right? Then your infrastructure probably get overwhelmed in a way, and within few hours, that rainwater, all this flood water will probably have subsided, like gone in the working system. So you can't do that yourself. When people tell you that, okay, everything we complain about government, everything you complain about government, what about people that are, that are pouring waste, like they're pouring rubbish inside their gutters to block all those drainages and all that? Again, it comes to government. You get what I mean? When indeed the government provides all necessary kind of like infrastructure, including the waste disposal, system, so to say, then you wouldn't have anybody dropping their waste in the. I'm not backing there. I'm just saying it is just a sign of your own weak system. The system made weak by the criminals who are benefiting from it. So if you are, by any means, throwing your waste into drainages, you are a criminal too. And you are learning that from the criminals who gave you the room to do that. Because why? You can see your surroundings, you can see your environment. You practically knows that there is almost no government in existence, right? That is the point. There are criminals parading themselves as the decision makers, those who decide for us. They know what we want, right? So therefore, we should just listen to them and just follow them. How many years is your democracy now? So next year, your democracy or demonstration of grace will be 28 years. But that's a long time. A long time for people who loved their country. Okay, if you love Nigeria, for example, some of you probably think you do love Nigeria, Abi. Yeah. So if you love Nigeria and you have an opportunity, okay, to lead her or to be in charge of any of these sub-governance, that is sub-government, meaning states, local, wherever you find yourself, should have actually been an opportunity to make her better. But rather, they made Nigeria worse. Then they blame you. And then sometimes I think some of you blame yourselves too. Yeah, that's how a system that has become that has become so rotten. That's how it works. You point fingers. While you are pointing fingers at your leaders, they are pointing fingers at you, pointing fingers here and there. Nobody wants to take responsibility simply because we can pretend not to know whose responsibility is this or that. Your responsibility as citizens, right? They say, is for you to pay your taxes, keep your environment, safe and all that, right? But what is the responsibility of the government? To collect those taxes, live large, and then do the barest minimum, right? And expect you to worship them. Now that's the trend, right? So they won't change if you don't change. I don't know where to even start from your change, right? Because you have to reject something that is completely, right, almost like working against your own progress. These criminals and their policies are obviously working against your progress in every possible way. Yeah, you may not understand. Hundreds, if not billions, hundreds of millions of naira must have been lost in that gridlock. But they don't care. Who is counting? That's the problem. Who is counting? Who is actually looking at the data? Nobody. You're on your own. And that's not good. The traffic jam is still very much there. It's not gone. Somebody made a video today when they had to jump on the bike to escape the gridlock after a few days. This was him.
When I see road, and they from Agbor, they go Benin. When I see, I don't contact for motor, enter machine. Road filled up with motor. No space to pass. Without bike, you don't feel enter Benin. No road, federal road for that matter. See, no road. Shame, this one, shame, they catch me. No road. Everywhere is locked up. Everywhere they locked. They are working nothing. They don't they work anything for Benin. Everywhere filled up with photos. No space at all. Everywhere is filled up. See road. You did not get road again. Governor, whether not Tinubu, whether not President Tinubu, I won't call you. Come and do something, though. Okpebholo, we call itself Okpebholo. Now only fly over is a bit too. And fly over now Okpebholo, they work for Benin. Okpebholo, see Federal Road. When I do something about that, tell your father, when I do something about this Federal Road. Shame on you people.
I don't know if Okpebholo, the Dodoyo governor of Edo, I don't know if he will still be able to deliver that 2.5 million they promised that Tinubu, 2.5 million votes. I don't know. But the situation of a poor road networks, poor road infrastructures is as old as that Nigeria itself. I mean, take a look at this. Some communities, one community in Enugu, they had to resort to self-help, almost abandoned. This was Enugu.
Anyị na-ekene ndị nwoke na ụmụ nwaanyị ma ụmụaka ndị St. Andrews Ibitolo n'afọ ebe ọ na-atọ na ebe a ka ejizi nwaanyị anaghị filizi maka na anyị afụgo na ọ na-afịazi anyị arụ na-agafe ebe ọfụma ma onye ji ụkwụ ma onye ji moto ma onye ji baisikụl ma onye ji meshin. Ọ ihe nwa ka anyị si ka anyị bịa taata bịa rụọ onye ọbụla niile pụtachara anyị buru n'igwe anyị juru igwe n'igwe n'ikem ọkwa ndị ka fọrọ na ebe nke fọrọ n'ụsọ m daalụ n'uchekwebe m unu ya ụmụ nke Chukwu ga-adịrị anyị na mma.
They had to. I mean, look at the state of that road. That is the only road that linked their community to the other communities. So if the government is not going to do anything about it, maybe they could. But look at that. And let's go check on the politicians themselves now, okay? Today in Portharcourt, okay, they had the Nigerian Bar Association's annual general meeting. I think it is called 66th annual general meeting. Okay, so they invited all of the presidential candidates of the political parties running, which include the Tinubu's party APC. But it didn't show up. Tinubu won't show up. It doesn't give a damn about all those gatherings or whatever, right? And the opportunity to be questioned, more or less like a question about what he is doing, and you get to know what he's still gonna do. But Okpebholo will not show up, never. The worst case scenario is going to send somebody to go there and speak for him. He won't, because he doesn't really rate you. Okay? You have the APM. You know, the APM presidential candidate is Solo Makinde Ibadan. Yeah, Makinde. And he just chose Lawal Daura. Remember that guy, the DSS director, the one that arrested raided the judges' houses and arrested them. The same guy that got sacked by Pastor Ruga Ikene Shotabandu is now the vice presidential candidate to Solo Makinde Ibadan in APM. So he was there. Peter Obi of the NDC was there. Omoyele Sowore of AAC was there. Atiku didn't show up, but he sent Rotimi, Amaechi, the Upima Judas Iscariot. So Amaechi was there. Adebayo was there of that SDP. Donald Duke was there of the PRP. Who else is there? I'll show you. But see like Daura when he got to the venue.
My name is Abducted, and my question is directed to all the presidential aspirants. Now, you make mention of providing long-term solutions to the insecurity issue that is currently ravaging Nigeria. Now, the issue is that we need a short-term solution. What are those short-term solutions you have for us?
I just want to ask all the presidential candidates of all the political parties here to respond to this question. In a country where the president declared that it is done, when the president declared that it is done, in a country where the president says all is fair in politics, in a country we can't, and our votes will be protected.
So it was more or less like a debate, by the way. Yeah, the audience were asking the candidates or their representatives questions. And then the question seems like goes to all of them, like, you know, Obi, Amaechi, Sowore, Duke, and others, right? So Amaechi is vice presidential candidate. Daura is also vice presidential candidate, but yeah, at a point, it got heated up when Omoyele Sowore fired all of them. Like, you know what? People are talking about subsidy removal now and the return of subsidy. Sowore was the first person a while back when he said, if he becomes your president, he would be returning the subsidy, because even the rich countries do subsidize the poor in their country, not like the poverty capital of the world, where the rich believes that the poor will just have to be the ones to pay. They took subsidy, which ordinarily, not that you probably enjoyed it that much, okay, but it was the least you can get from your government as Nigerians or as oil producing a country in that contraption. But they took that away from you and gave it to the elite, to the governors. That's how Sowore phrased it. I mean, like framed it, okay? Now, their conversation first. I think we should hear that of Amaechi, then Obi, then Sowore, and then others, right? The exchanges. Now, just for a moment, since you are here now, okay, just a reminder, please, if you haven't really shared or liked the broadcast, please do. So I figured out that I'll tell you this, just for the sake of those of you who are veterans of Mayegun's Diary Politico. So it is said that most of the subscribers on the channel, right, on Mayegun's Diary Politico, have become somehow like silent, okay? So you sharing the broadcast or liking it will probably help. So YouTube says, my channel is not shadow banned. My channel is not restricted. The only thing here is that I'm actually doing what others will call impossible, right? Building a channel organically on political conversation. So it's almost like, who listen to politics? People do, all right, including you. So please do like and share. It does help. Yeah, right. So Amaechi, in his own presentation.
You know what I wanted to ask where it comes from? Where it comes from is giving the reason why I'm asking the question. But again, among the opposition, the Atiku Amaechi ticket appears to be the brightest. If you look in this hall, I'm the politician. You either be recalled or waiting for hot cases. I'm the politician. I've been a politician since the age of 22. I'm 61 today. So imagine 40-something years ago. Now, to him, we are working hard. We need him on board to ensure that Atiku Amaechi ticket wins the election. Now, I would like to answer the guy who asked about all the fair in politics. I think it was Dino. What the president has done is that he has declared war against Nigerians. He says all is fair in politics. And I agree with him. All is fair in Nigerian politics. We will not come to court. Don't bother your head. Don't bother yourself. Election will be won and lost on the field. But the president has said you must win on the field, because the court has become unnecessary arbiter of nothing. So I agree with the president that he says all is fair in politics. You saw Osun, right? Citizens had their own machetes, had their own ballot papers, had everything to themselves, right? If INEC man comes to show us the result sheet, he must show the result sheet. If you don't show the result sheet, there will be no what? They won't let you do. When they finish in the result sheet, they say, show us the ballot papers. You show the ballot, they count the ballot papers. When they finish counting and it's the same, they say, okay, let's start voting. After voting, what did they do? They say upload. Citizens' right and citizens' enforcement of law. They say upload. They say you can't upload here. The one I love most was in Osun. They hired a bus, put the man and the policeman inside the bus, and go to where they can get service to upload. So then they left him to go. We will decide the president of Nigeria. You know why? Ali Baba and the 40 chiefs will not allow you to win. Because stealing is become a culture. I'm a student of culture. So the only way you can stop a thief is by making sure he does not win. That's my response to that. Unity. Check the ticket. Atiku and I are the only detribalised Nigerians on the ticket. Check me. Check on my appointment. When I was Minister for Transport, I had Mamora as head of the agency. I had George Mohammed as head of agency. I had Tapuku as head of agency. I had Hadiza as a head of agency. They come from different parts of Nigeria, including George Mohammed. I am not presenting people. I would appoint everybody for River State. Neither will I appoint everybody for the north. Vote for us. Of all the laws, they shall be nominated by the Minister for Transport. That's what the law. Section 1 of MPA law says the Minister for Transport will nominate, and I nominated Hadiza. Go and ask her. And when I said I was tired that she was not doing what I wanted her to do to get MPA to do, I removed that. I wanted the president. Ask Judge Mohammed. I nominated Judge Mohammed as, listen, when he walked to my office and said, we are being cheated from the southeast. We are being, what are you being cheated for? Say, no appointment. I said, get ready, you get an appointment. And he did. Go and ask Mamora. Mamora was my mate as speaker. I told Mamora, the best I can do for you is head of agency, and I did. So call one.
So he's trying to let you know that it won't be a tribal, himself and Atiku won't be tribal. So they are just going to make sure that everybody get their own share. Share you get equally represented, blah, blah, blah. And also that Tinubu already declared war on Nigerians when he said all is fear in politics. So they themselves are going into the election, right? With the determination that it must be determined or decided at the poll. They are not going to court. I think Obi said something similar, right? They are not going to court. They don't have any plan of going to court. So somebody said, ask them, right, why can't all of you come together and just go with the most popular candidate to go and face Kalu? But no. Here is a Sowore, the first salvo. Oh, hang on. I think I had the one where he practically just... okay, let's start with this. Sowore.
One was from Dino Melai, my former friend. Yes. And he was asking, and I agree with him truthfully, that how we will protect our votes. In case you don't know, there are people in this hall, large numbers, in 2023, who voted in an election, said they won, and abandoned the mandate. They did nothing to fight for their mandate. Don't make that mistake of voting for those kind of people again in your life.
Yes.
I'm serious. I am standing here. If anybody takes a vote on an election I won, the person will not be president of Nigeria. I can assure you that. Even if we take my life. And it is the reason why we must not rely on judges and lawyers to determine our elections. I came here because I was told that to win election in Nigeria, we must be friendly with lawyers and judges. We don't want our elections to go to the courts again. We must determine the winner of the election on the day of the election, so that the only thing a lawyer will do in our election is to help us swear in the winner of the election. Nothing more, nothing less. If we can't get that, we shut down the country until we get the right leader who won an election. Second question is technology. Nobody spoke about technology. I'm the only person who has spoken about technology here today. And somebody was describing the Maslow hierarchy of needs. What you know is outdated. The Maslow hierarchy of needs today, the number one need in that hierarchy is internet. Data. Without it, you are dead. And that is what we want to bring into our country, to bring about a new economic model that is driven by cutting-edge technology. Our security, our food production, food security, even the calculation of how much we make, revenue and how it is leaking, will be done by blockchain technology. We are no longer going to rely on men in Agbada to be doing our country. They are stolen enough. Finally, and I promise you, anybody who stole from Nigeria in the past, I will make them commit it as the president of Nigeria. I will create a special account where you will commit the money and we will use it to train our children that you prepare for education. We will use it to pay. Don't stop me. When I'm talking about very important issues, you want to intervene. No, don't do that. We will use it to pay to our pensioners, our teachers, our soldiers, our policemen. It is not a cliche. People stole and ruined this country. We cannot be pretending that we will be friends with them when we are in government. Yes, we will be friends with you when you come forward, confess, and relinquish what you have stolen. But we will not be friends with you because you join our political party, which is what the ruling party is doing. By the way, some of the people on these people were part of the ruling party before. They can be APC tomorrow by the time you wake up. Vote for the guys who have ideas and who have the courage to protect their ideas and create a brand new country. Vote for Sowore, you will never regret it.
Yeah. So to Sowore, it sounds good when a candidate says, we are not going into this election to have it end up in court. The election will be decided at the poll by the people, and every form of rigging will be resisted. It should be determined on that election day, not another month in the hands of some selected judges. Sounds good. And if, you keep saying it anyway, it says that if he was the one that got that number of votes that the opposition then got, right, he would probably have made it a hell for Tinubu. You know what I mean? Like, they can't rig him after that and expect that they're just going to get away with it, right? No. And they keep saying that. But however, the likes of Amaechi, Obi, they are saying similar. So which means those who hold the big numbers of votes in your last charade, they themselves have found out that, you know what, court can save you. If you get rigged and you allowed it, that's you. Everybody will have to bear the consequences. Or you can resist, So here is Obi in his own presentation.
Nigeria is fought today because of the productive country. Somebody came here and talked about hunger. Yes, today, Nigeria is one of the hungriest countries of the world. We got wars in the past 3 years, where we now move from where we are to 109 in the hungriest country. Some of you might not know that in the past 2 years, Ukraine that is at war gave us grain to fight hunger. We are hungry because Nigeria is not a productive country. If we decide today to invest in critical areas of development, which include pulling people out of poverty, by investing in agriculture, we can make more money from agriculture than we make from oil. Countries are doing it. And I'm going to use 1, 2, 3 countries around us to show example. Today, our most stable food is rice. Nigeria produces less than 10 million tons of unmilled rice. A tiny country like Bangladesh produces 60 million tons of unmilled rice, almost 10 times what Nigeria will produce. Bangladesh side is 148,000 square kilometers. 147,000. So these two states are equal the size of Bangladesh, and Bangladesh has 170 million people. Is heavily dense. So we have to face. Today, we are having problem with Borgu State because we have Sambisa Forest. Sambisa Forest is a land occupied area of 60,000 square kilometers. That's 3 times the size of Israel. Israel is exporting food. Israel is 22,000 square kilometers. If you times it by 3, 66. We have one state that is this thing. We can produce food, but people don't want us to produce food. We can go on and on. Ethiopia is exporting tea, coffee. Everybody, Sierra Leone, small countries. We have Taraba, 54,000 square kilometers. We Mambila that can produce tea. Nobody is doing that. We are going to share our own money. Tiny countries like Netherlands produces 120 billion euros of agricultural material. Without water, there are 33,000 square kilometers. Niger State is 76.3, so it's 2.5 times the size of Netherlands. I can go on and on. So we don't have any problem with poverty. Okay. What we have is that we need to move the country from consumption to production. When you have people stealing public money, let me tell you what you do. You kill entrepreneurship. Okay. Because people are making money without contributing anything. You kill professionalism because people are making money without producing anything. You kill hard work. That is it. Okay. So that is that particular question. The next question I was asked particularly is issue of religion. Somebody mentioned issue of people being stronger than government. Nobody is stronger than government. It is the people in government that are allowing the rascality to continue. Otherwise, we have law. And nobody is above the law anywhere. Otherwise, nobody is stronger than government. People go to here and do it. They will arrest him. But they are here causing confusion. The question of ethnicity, we don't have ethnic or religious problem. It is politicians that are dividing us. No tribe buys bread cheaper. No tribe buys food cheaper. It's politicians that are dividing us because we don't want to be divided. And finally, all is fair in politics. Yes, all is fair in politics because when people have broken the rules and everything, today in Nigeria, we have a situation where we are saying, what is our qualification to be president? None of you know. What is qualification to be president of Nigeria government? Nobody knows.
It's in the constitution.
No, it's in the constitution. Our own National Assembly said that forgery is not an offense in a electoral matter. Our own assembly said that nothing is. So when we have a case of where we the leaders, a case of where lunatics are taking over the asylum and decided to cancel all law that makes it work. So all is fair because that's what we need to sustain the rascality.
I don't know if I heard you clearly. Did you say the National Assembly said funding is not?
Forgery. Yes. Forgery. It's no longer an offense in a electoral matter. So because of it now, we have all is fair. You can't have it everywhere.
No, Dr. Peter, I think let's put it into perspective. What they did to the Electoral Act was to say that non-qualification was no longer an election petition sponsor.
You are saying the same thing. That is the same thing you are saying.
So there's no qualification. That means all is fair. All is fair is all is fair.
But it's still a criminal case.
No, it's an electoral matter. In electoral matter. If you don't do it in electoral matter, why are you going to say it's a problem in another matter? We remove it where it is. The process through which people come into office is far more fundamental than what they do in that office. Okay. That's where we start. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you. I think we have Gentlemen, I would appreciate if we Now
that's one reason why a lot of other politicians are kind of like a jealous of him. Yeah, Peter Obi. He's got this sort of like sincerity that sometimes some people feel like it's not matching. How? He's got the personality of a trustworthy person, an honest man, and not a thief. And that is the opposite of what is ascribed to his supposed colleagues, because they're like, why would you think he's, why would you think he's straightforward and honest? Why do you think he's different from us? What you accuse us of is what you exonerate him of. Sure you get. And everywhere he goes, and I bet he knows, right? Everywhere he goes, he knows that the only thing that drives him is that particular attraction that he has with an ordinary people from every corner of that contraption. So to them, it is undeserving. Sure you get. Like, why would you get all of that attention? Why is it that people are not, are probing him? Forgetting the fact that a lot of people have actually probed him. Except if you want to be really mischievous in a way. You can't pair him with all these guys, apart from Sowore. And it was actually stated in that gathering as well, right? That, well, Amaechi said it, that, well, we all here are politicians and we all here have whatever, but except for maybe Sowore and that one and that one. So back to his honest statement. He's somebody who I believe, theoretically, right, that he has understanding of that contraption when it comes to business perspectives, Politicians sees people that they want to scam, cheat. This man sees people that it could turn into productive, army, sort of. I will turn this place to agricultural days, all of that. So the criminal politicians, right? That message that seems to resonate with a lot of people, but to them, it's like, nah. Yeah. So yeah, Nigerians are hungry, no doubt. Except if you practically just want to speak from your own position of, what do we call that thing again? Privilege. Because that's exactly what majority of us actually enjoys. Sometimes when you look at Nigeria and you look at Nigerians and you ignore what manner of misgovernance they have meted on them for decades, and then you begin to be like, oh, these people are, you know what I mean? Like being judgmental in that sense, right? But Nigerians are hungry. They are. Tinubu and his regime removed a subsidy, and they claimed that the state governors now get more money. Of course they do. On paper, the value of whatever they get is far from what they used to get, even when you were paying subsidy. When you are paying subsidy, they claim that these corrupt criminals called state governors who stole their own state resources, so to say, allocations and all that, unable to pay their salaries or settle contract, fees and all that, right? So now that you've stopped paying subsidy and more Nigerians have been pushed into poverty, like for real, and there is no chance of them coming out of it, Tinubu wants to keep his subsidy, like, removed. But it's a good thing. I'm glad that it is becoming a real conversation where you can actually hold them responsible for what they used your subsidy money for, right? So they asked some of the candidates too, Sowore and others, and their response. First, Obi.
Governor Peter Obi.
Well, I subscribe and I maintain that you need to remove subsidy. Mismanagement of the proceeds should not be the reason for not removing it. What we should have done is that when we remove subsidy, we would have given the people alternative usage for the subsidy. what we have today is that that removal and the attendant resources being recovered is also being mismanaged and stolen. For example, we have received, according to them, 16 trillion. We will, I said it before, go to my manifesto and see how we remove subsidy. We'll do it in an organized manner, and whatever we recover will be invested appropriately. And I just give you an example, because you have no time. Let's say you remove subsidy, and you decided number one thing a nation needs to develop is health. And today, our health is very poor, our primary health care is very poor, where we are now have more maternal and child issues than countries like India. Assuming, let me use 5%. You said they saved 15.8 trillion. So call it about 16 trillion. So 5% of that is just about 800 billion. And if you decide today, our biggest problem is issue of primary health care. If you decide to put primary health care in each ward, just each ward, in each ward, today it will cost you, from our own studies, an average of 100 million naira for one. We have 8,809 wards. Call it 10,000. I use 100 million naira for each. It will cost you 800 billion.
Okay.
If you decide today, we have issue now with kidney dialysis. We have over 25 million Nigerians have kidney issues. To build a kidney center, you need 200 million. And we need about 1,000 centers when we have less than 200. We need about 5,000 machines when we have less than 800. It costs you 200 million to do a center, and it costs you exactly 10 million to buy one machine. So you need 250 to set up a 5,000 machine center, 1,000 center, and it's only 250 million times 1,000 is 250 billion. You still have 14.7 billion. So it's what you use the money for. That is the problem.
Yeah, but
we will use the money in an organized manner.
But just to stay with
or you save it. If they have saved the money and decide to do like any other country, we would have had $10 billion added to our sovereign wealth fund, which if you add it today, we'll be getting about $10 billion every month, which we can use for a purpose. So don't say because people use the money they're supposed to utilize very well for party, and you say, no, we should bring back. What I've said is that people in government have asked Nigerians to fast.
Okay.
They cannot be feasting when Nigerians are fasting.
Yeah, but Governor Peter Obi, the government will tell you, let's stick to with health. They will tell you they've rolled out several health programs. There's the health guards, there's the free cancer treatment. There are several health programs
I can tell you there's none. I'm going around. I don't believe I physically go around. And I can tell you, we have less than 10 cancer centers in the whole of Nigeria.
Governor Peter Obi.
Did you hear that lawyer, the moderator, trying to want to put in what if when he can't actually present any facts to back that up? Obi said he would use the subsidy, is kind of like a citing example, so sure you get. So he said, if they claim to have saved 15.8 trillion naira in the last 3 years on subsidy, and they have reinvested the money, in which they can't really give clear accounts, when the finance minister, Taiwo Yedele, was reeling out the supposed what they use the subsidy money for, he modeled the whole thing up because he knows that only few people will pay attention, and those few people, they won't really matter if the majority of the country have no clue of what he is talking about. Nigeria has borrowed more money than Nigeria borrowed when they were paying subsidy. It is the corruption of subsidy that should have been removed individuals who benefited from that multi-million dollars fraud should be prosecuted. But no. When a criminal becomes a king, you know what they say will happen? All of the criminals in the kingdom, they automatically becomes a member of the royal family. And that's what you are witnessing in that Nigeria now. So you are only going to get exposed if you are operating outside the circle put in place by Tinubu and his gang. But if you are operating within that circle, forget it. You are as free as anything. So yeah, that borders on those in charge, so to say. So he will reinvest it, build a 8,800 F centers. By using that money, you could take out of the 16 trillion or 15.8 trillion. And it actually makes sense. Have you ever imagined that? Like, I know, like I said, a lot of Nigerians don't even understand what good governance is. If you are telling them, if you're explaining it, trust me, they don't believe you. Because to them, they've heard a lot before you. So they don't trust the system. They've lost complete trust in it. And therefore, most of them prefers to get paid. All this talk about good governance and the rest of them, they don't believe it, unfortunately, right? Think about it. You saved 16 trillion. The money you were supposed to pay to use it paying for subsidy, according to them. And that money has been reinvested in what? Nail fund, according to them. They couldn't give an account of how much. They said, 1.5 million Nigerians are collecting nail fund money. How much did you give to them in 3 years? If you, like an accountant, right, you have to tell us, balance the shit, right? They won't, they don't have to. They will leave you crumbs and ask you to go and make up whatever you want to make up with. That it's up to you. But imagine it, 16 trillion and use 1 trillion, okay, to either upgrade or build new health centers, primary healthcare centers, right? 8,800. That is less than 900 billion naira, according to him. Right? Do you understand what that probably would really change? No? Well, think about others too. What could have been done with that money that on its own would have reflected on the general well-being of the majority of Nigerians. But it's not going to happen because there is no 15.8 trillion anywhere. I expected him to say that. There's no 15 point something anywhere shared anywhere. No. Oh, the states are getting more money now. Are you mad? States always gets money. The law says every penny, right, made by the federal government of Nigeria, which is collecting the money on behalf of the rest of the federating units, must be shared. You get that? It must be shared. Tinubu is not doing anybody a favor or anything at all. So when you sold crude oil, when you tax the people, right, you share the money. Federal government takes 51%. State and local government takes 49%. That's how they've been doing it. So when did you share subsidy money and give it to the state governors? Nowhere. Right? Devalued Nigerian naira so much that Nigerian naira lost over 1,500% of its value in 3 years. So you have them mentioning billions and billions, almost worthless. So that's Tinubu's reform or Tinubu's policy on his own subsidy removal. And I like it. Any bold politician who wants to lead Nigeria right now should be able to face Nigerians and tell them, I will be returning the subsidy. Because, yeah, heaven didn't fall when they removed it. And in the last 3 years, they've all become multi-billionaires. You have no idea. The treatment of the Nigerians who they have told to keep tightening their belts because they are paying sacrifices. Paying sacrifices for who? Paying sacrifices for the comfort of these rogues. I mean, 8 years they told you Bokwari was fixing Nigeria, only for them to come now and tell you that Bukwari, in fact, destroyed Nigeria. It is Tinubu that is coming to... God damn it, man. But Sowore was there, and I like his own answer.
We're talking fuel subsidy. Where you start? Should we remove fuel subsidy? And if we do, what do we do with the savings?
If there's anyone who has been consistent about non-removal of fuel subsidy, it has been me. And it took Amaechi and his principal almost 10 years to catch up with me. They have now reversed their position on fuel subsidy. The question about subsidy is, who are you subsidizing? You are subsidizing the elite, you are subsidizing the governors. The only people who are doing well since they removed subsidy are the governors of states. And when they talk about subsidy, they make it sound like they have not removed subsidy before. I was a student in 1989, they removed subsidy. In 1996, they removed subsidy. They said Nigeria will be better. We are in 2026, they are still removing subsidy. They are robbing Peter Obi to pay for that Tinubu. That is what the removal of subsidy is all about. The poor people of this country only benefit from subsidy from petrol, gasoline. There is no subsidy on kerosene. What did they build with it? There is no subsidy on A1 jet fuel. What did they build with it? Nothing. Please, don't let these politicians lie to you. And not one thing that Amaechi said. He said, apart from Sowore and Adebayo, the rest of us have been in government and we have failed. There are no people coming back. Yes. You guys should be apologizing to the Nigerian people.
Stop lying, Sowore. I say, judge us by our achievements.
No, I'm acting failure.
Oh, so.
One other thing I want to say is that when it comes to subsidy, right, transportation policy is important. We have a former governor of Rivers State here, Amaechi, who built a rail line that went nowhere. If that rail line was well working, subsidy would have been working for the people of Rivers State. Okay. I'm not attacking you, but your records are here in Rivers State. Okay. And we cannot ignore that those of you who have governed before, who refuse to subsidize your people. Peter Obi did not subsidize education in the state. Lecturers and doctors went on strike for 13 months. Okay. You may like him as a person, but he did not perform as a governor. That is the truth. Thank you very much. I will not remove subsidy. Thank you. Because the poor in Nigeria are subsidized instead of the rich. They are already subsidizing them with waivers. They are subsidizing their lifestyle. They are driving companies and big stars and airjets. We have a duty to return power to the people and subsidize the poor. Thank you very much.
Vintage Sowore. I mean, come on. That is how politics should be. When people say they want to lead you, they should be able to put themselves forward, right? For your own scrutinies. Candidates should be able to question themselves, probe themselves, and even attack themselves. Yeah, but attacking, I mean, reasonably, sensibly, where they have to attack themselves based on their choosing their policies or campaigns or whatever it is. It's kind of like the way it should be. Not when some people will be feeling offended that why would you talk to him like that? You know that he's who the hell are you? You want to serve Nigerians, right? Then you should kind of be willing, right, to answer all of their questions. Maybe not call you because he's not going to answer any of your questions. Trust me. But yeah, Sowore was there. But Obi took that in gallantly, and he therefore also used that medium to tell us about his own economic plan, different from what you currently have. Here, Obi.
We are going to share oil money. Tiny countries like Netherlands produces 120 million dollars, 120 billion euros of agricultural material. Without water, there are 33,000 square kilometers. Niger State is 76.3. So it's 2.5 times the size of Netherlands. I can go on and on. So we don't have any problem.
And on and on. I think we've heard that, yeah? So Amaechi didn't let that Sowore's jibe, right, to go unchallenged. So he grabbed the mic and then faced Sowore to ask this.
Where are those from Lagos? There is Lagos Abducted, Lagos Ibadan Railway is working or not? In my time, it was working. I don't know what's happening under Tinubu. There is Abuja Kaduna Rail working or not?
What happened? What happened to the one?
Now, where are Rivers lawyers? Please take Sowore around. Where are the Rivers lawyers who are present? Take Sowore around.
Okay.
Sowore, I said I built that road. I built this road. I built this primary school. I built that primary school. Sowore, what is your experience?
All right, Governor.
When politicians are talking, close your mouth.
Yes. You have a right of reply. Yes. You have the floor.
Yeah. He told Sowore to keep quiet when politicians are talking. Sowore was talking about their failures. Nigerian politicians never cease to construct, like mount blocks, build schools. The schools that ordinarily, right, they won't send their children to start with, or any of their family members at all, okay? So they are very, very used to, constructing buildings, like building. But when it now comes to the purpose of that particular building, I mean, they build hospitals with no equipment, with no hired doctors, nurses, or whatever, right? So they do them for the photo op, and then you ask yourself, hang on, this governor that claimed to have opened an that just opened a 200-bed ultra-modern. You know that word, that ultra-modern, got so abused in Nigeria at some point. Everything is ultra-modern. Somebody will just do a borehole, and they will say ultra-modern borehole. They will mount blocks, right? And they will say ultra-modern model schools, ultra-modern hospital. But when you walk in, you realize that there's nothing ultra, not to talk of modern, about the schemes that these guys are pushing you. So that's what Sowore was pointing at. You guys are a bunch of failures. Okay? If Nigeria was a working country, some of you practically won't be in politics anymore. Or better still, you'll be in jail. But politicians don't see that as possibility. In jail, okay. Come and send us to jail. Because they are very confident that the system is always going to shield them. Do you understand? So you need one mad person, use the word mad, right? One mad person to grab a power in that contraption and possibly reset the brains of these charlatans or these opportunists. But for now, it is their world against ours. They have created a world for themselves, right? Where you and I don't really belong. And guess what? They are not stupid, though. They understand the consequences of what they are doing, but they are just confident that that consequences is not going to happen. Not in this lifetime. They are so confident about that. So if there's anybody or any group of people that deserves this surprise, it should be Nigerian politicians. But again, they are probably right. Okay, it's not going to happen. They always get away, right? No. But here, many others were asking questions. Here is a guy who was asking them that why didn't they just kill behind Obi? Maybe not Obi.
I know how APC came about by several parties coming together. Several parties coming together to form the APC. Now, my question goes to Your Excellency, Mr. Rotimi Amaechi. You made bold to say that Mr. Sowore cannot win the presidential election. With all due respect, I also make bold to say that, with all due respect, sir, you also cannot win the presidential election. why can't all of you come together to have to have one party?
Okay.
Because we all know that Mr. Peter Obi is the most popular of all the candidates here. So why can't we come together and give him the support to go against the status quo? Thank you very much.
Now, I wish I didn't know.
But it's too late. Yeah, it is too late. There's nobody, none of these guys will step down and queue behind a presidential candidate. If they would have done it 2 years ago. I mean, come on, man. After that charade of 2023, a lot was said. In fact, a lot of people felt like it could have been the best opportunity, not for others, so for even Peter Obi and his obedience to launch their own party and possibly be on their own 2 feet and all that. But that's like, come on, man. Who's going to register their party? Are you actually playing ignorance, or you are just being mischievous? You have witnessed how much the entire system has been sort of like weaponized against Tinubu's opposition. Don't pretend that. Somebody said, why is Peter Obi jumping from one party to the other? Maybe if he didn't, right now you won't even see him as a presidential candidate. It won't be. You know why? When you start with the Labour Party, despite the sincerity of purpose, as well as the obedient movement who kind of like swelled their rank, right? You saw all the characters within that same party not fighting any external opposition. They were fighting their own presidential candidates openly in the media, on TV, everywhere. And who does that? How much of goodness you have in you, right? Before you eventually sort of like lose it and be like, no, I'm not going to keep receiving this, right? Others said that maybe he would have done what the typical Nigerian political godfathers always did, make them disappear, right? Then he joined what they call the coalition, a coalition that is always the most popular candidate, whether you like him or not, it doesn't matter. Obi remained the most popular candidate, presidential candidate in Nigeria from 2022 up to this moment. But some said that, oh yeah, but you can't, I mean, you know, what's the goodness, the usefulness of that popularity when he is not president, like he can't win election and all that, right? So he joined their coalition. Atiku's what do you call that thing again? ADC, right? So Atiku's coalition. It didn't take long. Even those of you who probably are like ignorance of Nigerian politics and their ways, right? You could easily decipher that and say, well, this whole thing is being put together for Atiku. A scheme to make Atiku run again in 2027. And everybody involved felt like Peter Obi was the only obstacle. So they offered him vice presidential candidates. You are aware of all of this. So they didn't just arrive where they are right now overnight. So don't feign ignorance. So a system that weaponized, or the government that weaponized institutions, their system, against other political opponents, and then told them that all is fair in politics. So don't do that. Okay? So, and then you found yourself, or they found themselves where they are now. At that same gathering, they posed a general question to all of them. What are you going to do if you lose the election in 2027? Well, others said, if it is free and fair, that they actually lost, fairly lost, right? They will go home. Obi said, no, I'm going to win. And these are the kind of statement that unsettles the APC. They're always like, why can't he just talk like other people? Why can't he just say, okay, yeah, I'll go home too? Why is he always saying that he's going to win? And if it doesn't, what's going to happen? Well, I don't know. Here, the candidates.
You lose the election on January 16th, 2027. Would you accept the outcome? Yes or no?
No,
if it's not fair.
No, if it's not fair. Yes. Governor Duke?
Why should I accept something that is wrong? If I agree with him. If it's not fair, I will not accept it. Doesn't mean I go to the court. I may not go to the court, but personally, I will not accept it.
Governor Obi?
I'll win.
Lawan?
Definitely, if it is free and fair, we will accept. If not, we will not accept.
Governor Amaechi?
There will be no need for the question. We are the most detribalised candidates, if you look at where we're coming from. So we will win. We are not Yoruba, we are not Igbo, we are not Hausa, we are Nigerian candidates.
There is no way we can win if we don't fight. And there's no way we can lose since we are fighters. Yes, we will win. No, we will not accede if it's not free, fair, and credible. Thank you.
Colleagues, please give.
I mean, that's fair, isn't it? If it's not free and fair, they have the right to say no, they reject it. But can the combination of them all actually resist Tinubu's planned rigging? Or they are not speaking to their own weaknesses too? You know what I mean? Like, what are your own weaknesses? What are the loopholes that's already like given you out in the whole scheme of things? Well, I'll leave that to them. Okay. So here are those who are pretty much like rooting for Obi in Afekbo in Ebonyi. You have some of them in Sokoto, some in Kano, and including I think Zamfara or Nasarawa rather. So I put them together here. I told you their campaign has already begun, by the way, right? Their 2027 charade has started. And it is by the end of this month, I think, you'll begin to see them roll out their own manifestos. Kolu already announced his presidential campaign committee. Yeah, and guess the guy he made is DG, the DG of his campaign. And that is the former governor of Zamfara. The same guy that bought Geregu Power for 1 trillion naira. He was a former governor, now a senator. His name is Yari, the guy that owns more than 3 illegal mining sites in Zamfara state alone, known to Tinubu. And yeah, they are aware of those armed terrorists that he's working with. In Nigeria, his name is Yari. Okay? Just like a Patawale. Yeah. They've all been accused of fingered, exposed in their role, exposed of their role in this ongoing insecurity in northern part of Nigeria. But guess what? Is the DG. That guy, that's Zach, who is in charge of the Nigeria's FIRS. They changed the name to NRS now, National Revenue Service, right? Is the guy, I mean, he's a member of a Tinubu's fundraising committee for second term. Not just that. You know what they call the NIMC? What's that again? Okay, yeah, NIMC, which has to do with your data capturing for your biometric, your BVN, this and that, all the guys that controls that. He is the one that is heading APC, Agbor-Benin Re-election Data Committee, meaning your data. People in government have been, added to their campaign, whatever. So that means your money, your data, and every institution that was supposed to represent the contraption have all been co-opted into an agenda to return to Tinubu. So, yeah. But anyway, as they are kicking off their campaigns and you begin to hear speeches, you begin to see videos and all of that, right? I have this to show you. It's from Ebonyi, where Devolumai is currently promising Tinubu that Obi will not win a single state in the eastern part of Nigeria in 2027. What happened in 2023 will never happen again. That's what Devolumai promised. I'm not sure he's going to be able to deliver. I'm not sure. And if he is, it's practically not going to be an easy thing, right? I'll show you this from Ebonyi. to Zamfara, to Sokoto, to this.
NDC Nasara NDC Nasara NDC Zamfara Senator Zoom Anka Mafara Ubangiji Allah ba mu nasara Allah samu yi nasara ga wannan 2027.
Allah canza mu da su. Allah, ADC wallahi.
NDC. Right. In that same, in Nasarawa, a lawmaker who went back to his constituency, constituency, right, to meet with members of his constituent, to meet his constituents, and it's crazy, right? Constituency is the political demography. The constituents are the people in that constituency. I know. So he went back after donating some supporting kind of like equipment to a local hospital. According to him, he bought 50 beds, 50 ceiling fans, and other stuff, donated them to this center, a public health center, right? Went back a few months after that, and not a single thing he bought and gave to this hospital was in sight. That means he stole everything or shared it, never used for the purpose why they were given. You can easily see the disappointment on his face. He's so like, oh God. You can't help these people, can you?
Doctor, you remember the last time I spoke with you about those orthopedic mattresses? You remember what you told me? This man, do you know me? That's why I said, can I get under the stable money? Don't allow me to be very upset with you. Why are you lying to me? How can you tell me, oh, this is the mattress I bought? Can I show you the mattresses I bought? I bought it for my people. Why is the ceiling fans? Where are the ceiling fans? I bought more than 50 ceiling fans. The standing fan, I bought about 40. Where are they? Look at the condition of my people. You are telling me. I'm coming now. You are telling me. Excuse me. You are telling me, Chewa, you are taking the mattresses around the world. I said, okay, take me to the world. Where are they? Let me see them. Because I've had a discussion with the doctor. He told me that the mattresses are still in the store. I told him, I said, please, take it back to that place. You remember I told you this? It is my money I use in buying it for my people. Why will they be suffering? Look at the condition of people here. For goodness sake. I'll be proud that I built the hospital and nothing is here. I can't take it. I'm giving you 10 minutes for goodness sake, excuse me. Not from ground tomorrow. I want
Just arrest all of them. I mean, imagine that. We come here every now and then to expose these corrupt public servants, politicians, dubious, duplicitous criminals, opportunists who have been, living in our, what do you call it, like, flaunting their madness right in our faces, so to say, right? But we should also remember those who have been helping to sabotage the system because of their own personal greed. We do say that though, right? That your criminal politicians, they are pure reflection of the citizens they are leading. It is not possible to have good people who love their country so much for same people to keep producing criminals that will continue to deplete the country, impoverish the country, pillage the country. It is not possible. So what you have in Nigeria is that you have horrible people more than any good people at all. And I think we should accept that at this point. Because the failures you see out there, there are enablers, There are enablers, those who have benefited from the rot and helped to sustain this rottenness. I have seen politicians that stole palliatives, COVID palliatives, stole them, rebranded them and put their names on it and gave it out as souvenirs to their supporters. Something that was supposed to have been shared free or freely. Politicians converted it and then, made it their own. I've seen that. And we have heard stories of, these civil servants from local government level to the federal level, selfish, self-centered, greedy scums, right? Who will join all of us to point fingers at criminal politicians. Because to them, what they are taking is not like what the other politicians are taking. I only took 2 mattresses and 2 ceiling fans and then 4 standing fans to my house. How much is that? Can you compare that to the millions these people are stealing? You are a thief. You're a criminal. And I think at this point, we should be bold enough to say if you have a member of your family that just comes home with stolen stuff and made you believe that, we can take it. It's there for us to take. No, it's not. So arrest all of them. And not only that, after collecting everything they have stolen, jail them. That's why they said that if Nigeria was a working country, a lot of people would actually be either ex-convicts or be serving jail time right now. Because most of the things that we have normalized, including praising criminal politicians that are hurting us because they will give us some crumbs, okay? Yeah, all those things they are behaviors that should end you jail time in a working country. But Nigeria is not a working country. Unfortunately. It's not. Take a look at this.
Yeah, the year French they talk now. I notice that the year I don't work out for that state.
Which one carry load? All the way from Abudu, Edo State, then they come Agbor. They go Washuku. Can you imagine? Run now.
Yeah, the different.
Somebody shared a video, right? Now that I've seen cows, okay? Somebody shared a video of a lady suspected to be a Fulani lady buying herself an iPhone in cash. And Nigerians now, they're like, this money, now ransom money. Nothing where anybody could tell me, now ransom money. Others were like, hey, guys, stop stereotyping. She may be Fulani now. Do you know how much a cow costs? Do you know how much is the price of a single cow? So if they sold a cow, if a Fulani man sold this cow, gave the money to his wife to go and get herself an iPhone, why are you? I was like, well, now Nigeria, you do. So, bros, you can probably think whatever you want to think after watching it too.
Allah ke san mana kudin mu jama'a ga ne mai kafasi. Tatto ta ce a bata iPhone 17 iya sabuwa kuma la da kash tattu. Allahu akbar, dadi ba a cin karon do. Wai an goba kawa Allah. Jama'a muna sai sama mutane muna sai sama hillani to yanzu ba hillata mai kafasi ta dawo. Tace a bata iPhone 17 iya a bude ta naira miliyan kai Azra'ilu ka dauki kudin ka kasaro Allah mu bata wayarta. Abu kawo adiba a gani ka a ce ba original ta kisi ba. Ga kwalin wayaki. Jama'a ga waya. Ga kwali. Magano mori all terabyte. don Allah da annabi ina ne take sai kan sauka ko ni ya kamata in tayin su don Allah hoda mu ne ina ne take sai alƙilla na to shi wancan da tore ke buwa huska ta halan tsoro yake mata ta gani wala mallaka
Somebody said it's ransom money. I won't blame you. I thought as much myself, right? I did. I thought as much as you, but at the same time, something in my mind was like, no, don't be like that, Mayegu. So I just left it. Yeah, that's Nigeria. Anyway, I want to say thank you to every one of you that turned up again on Mayegu's Diary Political, right? Thank you. So please, as we have come to the end of the chat, again, I have a few announcements to make, okay? So thanks so much for your time. So from tomorrow, Mayegu's Diary Political will now be brought forward. So we're not going to do it at 8 p.m. anymore, okay? So Mayegu's Diary Political would now be between 6 and 7 p.m. every day. So that's UK time, by the way, right? So maybe you should just adjust your own time. And if you wake up in the US tomorrow morning, no, it's not even like morning. So I think it's going to be midday, right? So when you wake up during your, so when you tune in during your break time and say, oh, Mayegu is live. Yeah, that's going to be our time now, right? So I want to say thank you to every one of you. And I will see you another time. So please don't forget, like, share, and join me when you can. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun Diary Political. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún mami.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Máyégún mami.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.